Hey friends, how you doing? Okay, we're going to our next project, which is the Andy Warhol project. This is an example, or some examples of what we are doing with our project. We are going to choose an image of a school-appropriate celebrity, or it could be an animal, or something that is special to you. It should be in color. That's how this will make sense. We're going to tile these images together and change them using the adjustments in Pixlr. So let's get started. I first have to find an image, and I was looking for George Clooney. For some reason, I always choose George Clooney. I did go to Tools. I did choose large, and now here he is, and I like this one. I'm going to click on this one, and remember it has to be in the black background. I'm going to right click. I'm going to save image to downloads, and now it's in my downloads folder. I'm going to go over to my downloads folder and try to find it, because now I have just too many. Here he is. So then I'm going to go to Pixlr, and here's an example of what we are doing. I used 6 images. You can use 4, 9, as many as you like, but not just one. Let's put it that way. Okay, so what we're going to do is first I ask you to bring that image in. You could do it 2 ways. You can simply drag this image into your window, or you can actually go to File, New Image, and then you can look for it. Actually, File, Open Image, and then you can look for it. I'm going to drag it, and look what happens. Drop to Open File, Create New, Add Current. So I do not want to add it to this image. I want to create a new one. There he is. So now I have 2 tabs. Okay, so I'm also saying in the directions that if you need to crop this image for some reason, maybe it's not aesthetic to you, then you should do that. I am going to crop it a little bit. Here's the crop tool. And what I want to do is take out some of this suit. I really don't need a lot of that suit. And take out some of that background. And then say apply. Now I have that. Now the next thing is I need to tile it. However, I do need to create a new canvas to do so. And so that requires a little bit of math. And so I have here, here's the width of the image, and this is in pixels, 1444. And the height is 1764, and those are pixels again. And so what you're going to do is, if you have a pen handy and a piece of paper, that would be helpful. I just grabbed one. Then you need a calculator app. And so wait, 1444764. And then I'm going to go to the calculator app. And I'm going to, now if I want to do 4 of these, right? And there are 2 on each column, what's the math? Exactly. We're going to times it by 2. So I'm going to right now I'm just going to work with the width. And so I'm going to say 1444 times 2 equals 2. And I'm going to write that down. Okay. And so I believe, let's go back into here. I'm going to say File, New Image, come up here. I want to, now I can change the width and the height, and I want it to be 2888. And let's see, does it change that? No. Okay. I thought that it would automatically change it, which it does not. So we're going to go back to the calculator, and we're going to clear it. 1764 times 2 equals 3528. Create. So now I have my new blank image, and I should be able to tile 4 of these images together. Again, you can do more than 4. I suggest you do more than 4 because it's fun. So the next thing that we're going to do is go back to our George Clooney, and I need to select him. So I could do it in 2 ways. I can press Control-A, and it selects the entire thing, easy enough. Or I can go to the Marquee Select tool and click and drag. However, I'll do Control-A. Actually, it might not be Control-A on a PC. Control A and then copy, go back to, and then I'm going to paste. And so now let's see if I did my math correctly. Let's pray that I did. Yes, I believe I did. So now I have one of these, but I need 3 more. So the easiest way for me to do this is to press Control V 3 more times. Now if you look over here to your layers, I have all 4 layers, and I have a blank layer here, but however, you cannot see the other 3 images. Remember that with layers, if you do something like that, it's like a stack of cards, so that we do have to move these things around. So I'm going to go to my Move tool, click on a layer, and move it. And again, we are tiling these, so we do want to make sure that it does look appropriate. So we do want to make sure that there are no spaces in between. My suggestion is to, if say you have to move it just a little bit, you have arrows on your keyboard, please use those, and you can just move them in very small, see how small that is, in very small increments. Also, just take note, you do have this history window if I haven't mentioned it before, and this history window is really great because you can go back and forth to your history. If you did a mistake at this point, you can go back and change it. So I have all of my images, and the next thing that we want to do is now, wow, we need to play with our adjustments so that our images look very similar to the Marilyn Monroe image. So I'm going to go to adjustments, and now I can play with all of these. So if I play with bright contrast, let me move this over, and I'm going to use the sliders. Oh, that's really interesting. If you like it, let's see if I go no. If you like your image, say apply. I'm going to go to the next one, and you can see there are different ones here. I can do threshold. That's really interesting. I like it. I'm going to say apply. And I can go to, I love posterize. Now you can't really tell the difference, but ooh, now I can change this. But you know what? I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to say cancel. And let's see, desaturate black and white. That's fabulous too. I'll leave that. And then I'm going to go to the last one, which, let's see what vibrance does. No, not so much. Cancel. But if you like it, that's totally fine. Now, curves and levels are really great because they help you to, and why this isn't moving, double click to add. Okay. I don't know why this isn't moving. Oh, there we go. So they help you to color adjust your image in a very kind of fine-tuned way. So please play around with those as well. Say you have an image that's a little dark, you can try to make it lighter in Photoshop. Photoshop can't add any memory, like it can't find new information that is not there. However, it can play, or it can kind of, lighten things up a little bit, like, that's a little light, so it's doing highlights, midtones, and shadows. You can play around with that. I'm just going to say apply, but I'd like you to play with all of those adjustments to really try to make it look like the Marilyn Monroe image. Once you are done, File, Save. You're going to save it as always, your name, and then Warhol, JPEG, high, and then download. It's going to be in your downloads, and then you are going to bring it into your Drawing and Computer Graphics folder in Google Classroom so that it's ready for you to hand in when it is time. So that's about it. You are good to go to get started. Have fun, be creative, take your time. Bye.